You're listening to the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. How we doing? How we doing? Caitlin Clark is a winner. Are the Indiana Fever winners as well? These is the question that I want to ask today, and this is a very interesting question. Caitlin Clark is a winner. Injured all season, unable to play, shows up, same mindset, same attitude as if she was playing the game. Caitlin Clark is a winner. I'm going to tell you, Kelsey Mitchell is a winner. From Ohio State University, shows up night in and night out, plays the game at a different pace and at a different level. Kelsey Mitchell is a winner. I say these things because today on the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, I want to talk to you about winners and losers and what it means when you are a winner, you're always a winner in everything that you do. In the WNBA, you have many players that have really displayed a level of violence that I would call challenging competition. But are they winners? Juju Watkins is a winner. Hands down, no doubt about it. Sonia Citron, Washington Mystics, is a winner. Hands down. When you look at life, no matter what area of life you go into, you come out a winner each and every time. Some individuals have never experienced that. You look at Michael Jordan coming out of North Carolina. Was it a coincidence he hits the game-winning shot for the national championship, or was it a coincidence that Michael Jordan won 6 NBA titles, three-peats back-to-back? Michael Jordan is a winner. Magic Johnson, it did not matter. Whether he was in high school, made no difference. He won a state championship. Whether he was in college, Michigan State, it made no difference. Magic Johnson is a winner. When he arrived to the LA Lakers, he was a winner. Larry Bird is a winner. Bobby Knight, 32-0, claimed to be the best basketball team that there ever was. But there was a young man from Fritz Lick, Indiana, that went 33-0 and went to the Boston Celtics. But Larry Bird showed up in Indiana. He left Indiana. But was he a winner? Absolutely. Walked over to Indiana State, won 33 state games, end up in the NCAA most watched national championship game. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor, New York City, was a winner. Walked into UCLA, the national champions of men's basketball. Walked in there as a freshman, and the freshmen beat the national champions. I say these things to you to bring back home what it means to be a winner and why I say Caitlin Clark is a winner. Of all the adversity that has hit Caitlin throughout her entire career, which is very short lived in the WNBA, basically 1 year of playing, she's still a winner. She still must hold her head high. But she's not the only one. Kelsey Mitchell is a winner. You take so much criticism, you take so much abuse. Kelsey Mitchell is a winner and a champion. I look at the Chicago Sky. No matter how bad it gets, Angel Reese has won a national championship, and Angel Reese is coming into the WNBA. She's a winner, right? It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks about because winning is something that's made and bred inside of you. And it's something that you must accept. In life, being a champion means it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter what team you play for. Winners always rise to the top. I look at this to tell you, when you look at things that what you see today, and I'll reference Peyton Manning as Indiana. I saw Peyton Manning throw 35 interceptions as a rookie. But you know what? Coming out of there, he was a winner. In college, he was a winner. In high school, he was a winner. Winning never loses its touch. Players who are not winners, they come in and try to knock you off the throne, but it shows. Red Auerbach of the Boston Celtics was a winner, and he'd won championships with Bill Russell winning 11 titles, but Red knew when he got Larry Bird, there's one thing I had to do. I had to go find winners. I had to go get Dennis Johnson from the Seattle. I had to go down there and get Robert Parrish from the Golden State Warriors. I had to get Kevin McHale, the third-round draft pick, to bring him in. And I had to go get Danny Ainge from playing baseball with the Toronto Blue Jays because they were winners. And he knew if I get all 5 winners together. The moral of the story in the WNBA, there's going to be winners and there's going to be losers. Right now, the New York Liberty were the WNBA champion. They are the winners. And they win consistently each and every game. They take losses, but they don't have the drama associated of not being a winner. You look at the Las Vegas Aces, they went back to back, but the drama that has been associated, you question, are they winners? They're rebounding now to make a last second ditch, but a winner is a winner from the beginning until the end. Are the Indiana Fever winners? Are the players they have, are they winners? Winners, they tend to shine, their light shines bright. Losers, they tend to make a lot of confusion and a lot of noise that really doesn't mean anything. Because the preparation to become a winner comes each and every day. No matter who you are, you will find your road to Damascus or whether or not you are a winner. And winners don't travel. Winners like to do something great in one place for a long time. So when you look at the great ones, did Michael Jordan ever play for another team? Did Larry Bird ever play for another team? You must ask yourself this because winners tend to stay in one place and defend the throne. They're not movement. In the WNBA, you have a lot of people that have worn every single jersey in the WNBA. Are they winners? Are winners one to complain? Are winners one to start commotion? Or do they like attention? Because you know, when you're a winner, you're a champion, and you can't be a champion until you get up off the floor. Caitlin Clark right now is understanding what it means to be dethroned, to be humbled, and still be a champion. In her mind, in her face, she wants to win. And that's all she's ever done. There's other players in the WNBA, I'll tell you, they want to win too. And they're not going to back down. They have an attitude about them that no matter what happens, I will come out on the winning side. The WNBA enters the CBA negotiations. Are they looking to be winners? Or are they looking to go in there and be losers? The NBA owners have offered them quadruple salary. What does that equate to? On the top end, we're going to take a top end salary of 250,000, make it $1 million. On the bottom end, where most players reside, we're going to take 68,000 and we're going to quadruple it to 250,000. Coming out of the CBA, will the WNBA players be winners or losers? The champions know each and every day I give and sacrifice my entire life. The value of that is priceless. But when it comes to taking the court, each and every night, the fouls, the violence, the hitting, the cursing, the profanity, all characterizations of non-winners. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. I only say this, Indiana Fever, to be America's team, you must go to war. You must decide that each and every player on that team is a winner or a loser. And that goes from the players to the coach, to the trainer, to the general manager, to the president, all the way up to the owner. Are you winners? Or are you one that's just willing to say status quo? To be a champion, you almost march to the same drum beat. You must defend what you own, and you must own what you defend. Caitlin Clark is a winner in the Women's National Basketball Association. 1 year of play, viewership, records that will never be broken. But I tell you this, to continue in the WNBA, there's one thing that Caitlin has to decide. Am I going to be a winner or am I going to be a loser? Because a winner's going to fight back. Doesn't matter the score, because in the end, I'm going to tell you to take a look at the scoreboard and see what the score is. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. To all the young children out there, I'll tell you, there's one defining moment, whether it's on the court or in life. You must decide, are you a winner? Are you a loser? Winners never quit. Losers always complain. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast. All things are possible to those who believe. And sometimes, folks, it comes down to rights and privileges. That's on the other side. I call that the L side. And then you have the W, okay, which is the winners, comes down to duties and responsibilities. You stay tuned. This is the Money Mike Syndicated Radio Podcast, and Caitlin Clark has duties and responsibilities that must be fulfilled. We'll see you soon.